Hi everyone, myself Priyanka, Assistant Professor, Department of Computer Science, Christ College, Autonomous, Irinyalakuda. We are moving with our lectures in theory of computation about the topic mathematical preliminaries. We have already discussed three mathematical preliminary, that is set, relation and function. Next we are going to discuss the next mathematical preliminary, that is proof techniques. As you all know, proof is very core in the science world, core concept in the science world, because it links the theory to the practical. Whether the theory said is correct is determined by the proof. That is, whether theory is practically correct is determined by the proof. So, in theory of computation also, proof must be there. Whether we are linking correct mathematical concept to computer science, whether it is correct in the context of computer science. These all things are done by the proof techniques. So that is about the general introduction. So we in theory of computation, we will study only two proof techniques. There are so many proving techniques in mathematics, but in the context of theory of computation, we need only two proof techniques, that is proof by induction and proof by contradiction. Okay, so first we can discuss proof by induction in this video. It is also called mathematical induction, as you always studied in your previous or smaller classes. Okay, so in mathematical induction or proof by induction, the question, what is the question given, that is called what? P of n. That is the first concept I am saying. So keep in mind that what is the question you have given, that is called what? P of n. So look at the question. We have to prove this, that is 1 plus 3 plus 5 plus etc plus 2 and minus 1 is equal to n square. That is the question we have to prove. We have to prove 1 plus 3 plus 5 plus etc plus 2 and minus 1 in the LHS is equal to n square in the RHS. So I have already said what is the question, that is called what? P of n. That is the first step. Assign the question as what? P of n. So P of n is equal to 1 plus 3 plus 5 plus etc 2 n minus 1 is equal to n square. In the second step, we must check that whether P of 1 is true, or we have to show P of 1 is true. What do you mean by P of 1? Put n is equal to 1, that is n's value is equal to 1. That is meant by what? P of 1. So where all n coming? Here it comes n, here it comes n, and here it comes n. In LHS, n is coming under 2n minus 1, and RHS n is coming under n square. So put there 1. So 2 into 1 minus 1, that is equal to 1, and n square, that is equal to 1 square is equal to 1. So P of 1 is true. That is, when we give 1 in LHS and RHS in the terms of n, we will get what? LHS equal to RHS, then P of 1 is what? True. So again I will say, what is checked by P of 1? P of 1 check, in the place of n it will put 1, and after putting 1 we must get what? LHS must be equal to RHS, then P of 1 is what? True. Next, what is doing is, we assume P of k is true. What is P of k? Put in the place of n what? K, then we will get what? P of k. So again 1 plus 3 plus 5 plus etc 2k minus 1 is equal to k square. That is, simply we put what? In the place of n we replace or substitute as k. This is called the equation number 1. Okay, next one, we have to prove k plus 1 is true. proving k plus 1 is true, we have a trick that is to be followed by you all that makes your problem much simple. What is the trick? When we write p of k plus 1, you simply copy up to here as it is in the LHS of what? P of k plus 1. Once again I will say, when you write p of k plus 1, you simply copy the LHS of p of k as it is in the p of k plus 1, in the p of k plus 1 LHS. Plus you put here what? Here in the place of k you put k plus 1. Once again I will say, for p of k plus 1 in the LHS, you simply copy the LHS of p of k as it is to here. So up to here it is p of k. Next, what you write? You simply substitute in the position of the k what? K plus 1. So 2 into k plus 1 minus 1 you will get. Okay. So 2 into k plus 1 minus 1 you will get. In the RHS, in the place of k, you substitute what? K plus 1. So k plus 1 whole square. So look at this. This is the equation number 2. Look at this much portion. This is called what? P of k, and you already assumed it as true. So if it is true, LHS value can be substituted with what? RHS value. If an expression is true, its left hand side value can be assigned with right hand side value or vice versa. So I will substitute up to here value. What I can substitute? K square. So I substitute here. After that, what is remaining? 2 into k plus 1 minus 1. So 2 into k plus 1 minus 1 is equal to k plus 1 whole square. Just expand it. 2 into k plus 2 into 1, that is 2k plus 2 minus 1. So 2 minus 1 is equal to what? Plus 1. So k square plus 2k plus 1 is equal to k square plus 2k plus 1. So LHS equal to RHS. Thus we have proved that p of k plus 1 is what? True. Okay, if p of k plus 1 is true, by the theory of mathematical induction, p of n is also what? True. So we have proved 1 plus 3 plus 5 plus etc. plus 2n minus 1 is equal to what? N square. That's simple. Once again I will say the procedure. First we put the question as p of n and we substitute. Next we have to check whether p of 1 is true. For checking p of 1 is true, substitute the value of n is equal to 1 in the both LHS and RHS. If they are same, LHS equal to RHS, proceed with the next procedure, that is put n is equal to k and assume it as true. Next we have to prove p of k plus 1 is true. For that, just simply, I have said the trick, just simply copy the LHS of p of k as it is to the p of k plus 1, plus we are having one more term we will be having, that is, what will be the term? Substitute in the kth position of LHS what? K plus 1. In the kth place substitute k plus 1. So you will get another term will be also there, is equal to RHS. You simply substitute in the place of k, p of k, in the place of k in the p of k what? K plus 1, and you will get the equation number 2 and check for the p of k and p of k plus 1, check for the similarity. You will find somewhere it can be substituted with the p of k's values in the RHS. So we will substitute it and then solve it, and after that you will get LHS equal to RHS. If you get that, your expression is correct, otherwise your expression is wrong. So if P of k plus 1 is true, your expression is correct, otherwise your expression P of n is what? False. That's about mathematical induction. You have already studied it, but I am adding some more details to it because you are studying in degree classes, so you must know what all concepts are coming in it. So that is why I have made a trick and to better master it, because in theory of computation, in every theory of computation question papers come, whether it is UG or whether it is PG, always principle of mathematical induction is a sure question. Either it will be a problem or a theoretical question. Problem will be like this: you have to prove any LHS equal to RHS, expressions or equations will be given, so you must prove. The theoretical concept that I have to say, that is very important. Alternate year, once year theory is asked, next year problem will be asked, so you must be prepared for both. Theoretical question will be like that, like this, that is, explain principle of mathematical induction with an example. Once again, explain principle of mathematical induction with an example. So you must write like this. This is the answer to your question. That is, if the question is asked like that, you must write like this, what I have shown in this slide. That is, this whole thing. This whole thing is the answer for that. Explain mathematical principle of mathematical induction with an example means this whole slide. You have to write a question. That is, question must be written by your own. There will be no question given, because with an example we are explaining. So you must keep in mind, every time you go to appear an exam in theory of computation, you must have an example in your mind about the mathematical induction. Any example you can take. I am giving this example. Any example you can take, that is no problem. Then you must write procedure like this. Okay. So these are the two questions, or deviation of two questions that has been asked in theory of computation. So that is about the theoretical side. In practical side, I will be giving more questions in Friday, Saturday and Sunday. So you must Friday, Saturday, Sunday means I will be giving quiz for the Friday, and you must submit it till Sunday night. So the question will be 25 questions I will be given from both relation, function and mathematical induction, and also the topics covering under Friday. So there will be 2 holidays, so you must complete it until what? Sunday. So by that question you will be better master it, the concept of principle of mathematical induction, because it's a very easy topic, but you must know the correct concept to solve it. So we will do more and more examples. If in the quiz also you have confusion, so we will do more and more examples, so you will be getting the better understanding of it. Okay, that's about mathematical induction. So that's all about mathematical induction. Thank you. If you have any doubts in any concept, we can clear it in our live classes. So thank you. Keep safe, keep practicing, keep healthy. Thank you.